You can unlock more money without changing jobs if you negotiate the right way. Today, I'll break down a concrete, repeatable plan to negotiate salary in North America that actually sticks. First, this isn't about luck or luck. It's about data, timing, and a simple plan you can repeat with confidence. Know your value with real data. This starts with numbers, not vibes or wishes. To win a higher offer, you need to know what the market pays for your role in your city and industry. Begin by gathering data from several sources. Check base salary ranges, total compensation, and typical bonuses. Look at Glassdoor, Levels.fyi, Payscale, and the company's own job listings if they show ranges. Also check related roles at similar companies. Consider your years of experience, the scope of your role, and your location. Northeast, West Coast, Canada's big cities all have different ranges. Don't assume one number fits all. Create a target range you can defend. From the data, pick a target-based salary and a realistic upper bound. You'll anchor in the middle of that range during the conversation. Decide what you'd consider a win and what you'd reluctantly accept. Remember to think in total compensation, not base alone. Benefits, vacation, retirement matching, stock options, and remote work allowances all count. A higher base might come with fewer benefits elsewhere, so compare holistically. Build a personal business case you can show your value isn't just a number on a page. It's what you've delivered and what you'll deliver next year. Put together a simple one-page summary you can share during the chat. List your key wins with numbers. For example, reduced costs by 15%, increased quarterly revenue by 8%, or led a project that saved the team 200 hours of work. Tie your contributions to business goals like growth, efficiency, or customer satisfaction. Include a forecast. Explain how you expect to continue contributing in the coming year. Connect your forecast to measurable outcomes the company cares about, such as retention, new clients, or product quality. Plan the negotiation like a small project. Choose the right moment. The best time is during a performance review, after a big win, or when you've just taken on more responsibility. Avoid times when the company is cutting budgets or dealing with layoffs. Decide who should be involved. Often the hiring manager or your direct supervisor is best for base salary talks. If you can, bring in a HR partner who can speak to policy. Set a concrete plan and a fallback. Know your target range, your BATNA, and what you'll accept if they can't meet the number. The BATNA is your best alternative to a negotiated agreement, like staying in your current role or taking another job offer. Prepare a clear script, then practice. A script keeps you calm and concise. Start with appreciation and a short summary of your value, then present your data, your case, and your target range. When you practice, rehearse two outcomes, a positive response and a constructive objection. Practice how you'll respond if they push back on the numbers. Keep your tone calm and collaborative, not combative. During the conversation, anchor with data and your impact. Lead with gratitude for the opportunity and a clear note of your contributions. Then say something like, based on market data and the value I've delivered, I'm targeting a base salary in the range of X to Y. Share your evidence briefly. Mention a couple of metrics and the source of the data. Then invite a response. Does this align with the compensation structure for this role? This keeps the dialogue open rather than turning it into a demand. Handle objections with questions, not ultimatums. If they say the budget is tight, ask questions to uncover flexibility. For example, if the base can't move, what about a signing bonus, a faster review in 6 months, or equity? Avoid saying, I'll walk away, unless you're truly prepared to do so. Offer alternatives that still build wealth. Think beyond cash. A slightly lower base plus a signing bonus, extra vacation, or a larger 401k match can materially change your take-home value. Even a one-time relocation stipend or a remote work stipend can reduce personal costs. Ask for a concrete follow-up. If you're told to wait, request a specific next step. For example, could we revisit this during the first week of next month with a written offer? A clear date removes ambiguity. When to reveal a fallback plan. Let them know you have options, but do it calmly. You don't threaten, you signal reality. For instance, you could say, I've received another offer with a strong package, but I'd prefer to stay here if we can align on compensation and growth. Turn the conversation into a written offer. Don't finalize in a voice-only chat. Ask for the offer in writing and review it carefully. If something looks off, ask for clarification or a revised offer. Having written terms reduces miscommunication. The power of timing and sequencing. Don't throw a high number out too early. Start with a reasoned target, then let the other party respond. If they counter, you can adjust slightly and keep progress toward your ideal range. Be ready to talk about non-monetary perks. Sometimes the company can't move the base right away. In that case, focus on benefits, extra vacation, flexible hours, professional development budgets, or a better remote work setup. A thoughtful package can be almost as valuable as a higher salary. If you're offered less than your minimum, don't panic. Ask clarifying questions. Why is the offer lower? Is there room to adjust after a performance review? This helps you decide whether to accept, negotiate further, or walk away. Handling the door that closes, if the company won't move, you still have leverage. You can ask for a 6-month review with a clear path to a raise, or you can request a performance-based equity option. You can also decide to pass and focus on other opportunities. After you secure a better offer, protect your wealth, celebrate the win, then shift to money management. The raise is not the finish line, it's the starting line for your wealth plan. Boost your savings automatically. Set automatic monthly transfers to your retirement or tax-advantaged accounts. In the US, maximize your 401k or equivalent. In Canada, contribute to an RRSP and a TFSA. Automate increases when your salary goes up so you don't think about it. Protect an emergency fund. If you're moving to a higher income, you might be tempted to spend more. Keep a robust emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of living costs. This cushion guards against career bumps and big life changes. Invest the raise in simple steps. Create a bias toward long-term growth. A good rule of thumb is to save or invest at least half of every raise. If you're new to investing, start with low-cost index funds or target date funds. Keep a simple budget that scales with income. Adjust your budget to reflect your new income, not your old one. A bigger paycheck should translate into better financial habits, not bigger lifestyle creep. Review your spending in 30 days and adjust as needed. Think in terms of tax impact. A higher income can push you into a different tax bracket, depending on where you live. It's worth a quick check with a tax advisor or software to avoid surprises at tax time. Small changes can save you a lot if you plan ahead. Plan for future opportunities. Salary negotiation is a skill you'll reuse. Each job, each review, each offer is practice for future raises. Build a habit of documenting your achievements and preparing a concise business case. Practice in realistic, low-pressure settings. Role play with a friend or mentor. One side plays the manager, the other practices. The more you rehearse, the easier the moment becomes. Watch for the cringe factor and stay genuine. Avoid theatrics, hyperbole, or aggressive posturing. You want to be confident, not loud. The best moves feel calm, precise, and practical. The value of a good mindset. Think of salary negotiation as money education with skin in the game. Your percentile in life comes down to small, repeated improvements in how you handle money, time, and opportunities. A simple ritual before you negotiate. Each time you prepare, write down 3 outcomes you'd be happy with. 1 ideal, 1 realistic, and 1 backup option. This keeps your mind focused on practical steps rather than emotions. Keep the power of your story short. You'll win more when you tell a clear story. What you did, the impact, and what you're asking for. If you can reduce your argument to 3 facts and 1 request, you'll be hard to ignore. A note on long-term career wealth: salary is a tool, not the end game. Your wealth grows through compound growth, smart investments, and consistent savings. The sooner you start, the bigger the difference. One more thing to remember: you don't have to be perfect to win. You just need to show up prepared, stay practical, and keep your eye on your long-term goals. A good negotiator protects their future while staying respectful and professional. If you found this helpful, try it in your next conversation. Begin with data, then connect your work to value, and end with a clear plan for what comes next. You'll notice the difference in how meetings feel and the kind of offers that appear. If you've tried salary negotiation or you're planning your first big talk, share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what data you'd collect, what script you'd use, or what outcome you're aiming for. I read every message and try to respond. If you want more guidance like this, smash the like button and subscribe. I post practical money moves and negotiation tactics every week, aimed at helping you build real wealth over time. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Tell a friend who's about to negotiate their raise. Sharing practical strategies makes the process less scary for everyone. And if you're watching this with a partner, talk through these steps together, and compare notes. Thanks for sticking with me. Remember, this is a repeatable plan, not a one-off trick. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become, and the more your income can grow over the years. If you're ready, take this week to gather market data for your role. Sketch your personal impact on a one-pager. Then set up a time to talk with your manager or HR with a calm, data-driven plan. You've got this. If you enjoyed this approach, AA-like helps others find ideas that work. If you want more real-world strategies, subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Leave a comment with your biggest obstacle or a win you've had in salary talks. Remember, your money habits today shape your wealth tomorrow. A better salary is not just more cash. It's a chance to invest more in your future and build habits that last. See you in the next video.